3-7 Indirect Measurement. I can measure indirectly by using similar figures.
Easy enough? Yes or no?
Yes.
Indirect measurement basically utilizes proportions, which we've already done a lesson on proportions. I don't really see much of a difference between the two. You do need to know that indirect measurement is using two similar shapes to find missing dimensions or missing measurements. So we're going to skip over the vocab, which I basically just talked about, and give you an example of what that looks like in practice. Number 2, you are given 2 side lengths on a triangle. You are given 1 side length and a missing side length on another triangle. If you did not have this information right here, could you do anything? No. But since I told you that triangle ABC is similar, make sure you remember that that means similar. Since I told you triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, you know, you guys, you know that they're going to be proportionate. So we went from 3 to 9. How do we get from 3 to 9? Multiplied by 3. We went from 4 to x, so you just have to figure out how to go from 4 to x, multiply by 3. I told you I do want you to use proportions to set this up, so you do your proportion work, and you are good to go with a measurement of 12 units for the missing. What's the scale factor going from small to big, everybody? What's the scale factor in this particular example going from triangle ABC to triangle DEF? 3. What's the scale factor going from DEF to ABC? 1/3, right? So again, we talked about scale factor, not in this lesson, but you got to know this for the test. To go from 3 to 9, you're multiplying by a scale factor of 3. To go from 9 to 3, if we were asking that, you're multiplying by a scale factor of 1/3. Remember that? This chapter's kind of dragged down, so it's important that we refresh our memories on some of the stuff we learned. Number 3 is the exact same type of problem, but with a real-world example. You have a building, you have a tree. You know the height of the building. You know the shadow that the building casts. You know the shadow that the tree casts. You can figure out how tall the tree is using a proportion and solving for the missing variable. Cheat sheet idea was pretty cool, pretty simple, pretty to the point. Proportions will solve for missing dimensions in similar figures.